Hello dear all, welcome to Sunday Education Academy. I am Santosh Wag. In this video, we will see questions number 3 and 4 of exercise 2.2 chapter polynomials class 9th mathematics. So let's start our video. See the question number 3 for exercise 2.2. Question is given, verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. In the following examples, value of variable is given and we have to decide whether this value is 0 of polynomial. What is the value? What is the 0 of polynomial? If we put this value of in the polynomial, we must get the answer 0. Means in the first example, let's see, p of x is equal to 3x plus 1. In this polynomial, if we put the value of x as minus 1 upon 3 and if we get the value answer 0, then we can say this x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the 0 polynomial. So that is the meaning of 0 polynomial. So let's see the first one. Put the value of x as minus 1 upon 3 in this polynomial. We will get here 3 into, instead of x, put the value of x as 1 upon 3. So minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. If we solve this, we will get here 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So only minus 1 will remain here, plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 0. As we are getting the value of polynomial is equal to 0, if we put x is equal to minus 1 upon 3, we can say x equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. So our answer for the first one is yes. Now see the second one. Second polynomial is given. In the second example, we have to decide the 0 of polynomial for x equal to 4 upon 5. Now just put the value of x as 4 upon 5 in this polynomial. We will get p of 4 upon 5, that will be equal to 5 into 4 upon 5. Put the value of x as 4 upon 5 minus pi. So here we will get 5 will get cancelled. This only 4 will be remain there. 4 minus pi. And value of pi is different, it is constant, so we are not getting the value as 0, polynomial value, so that is not equal to 0. So polynomial value is not 0 for x equal to 4 upon 5. So our answer is no, this x equal to 4 upon 5 is not the 0 for this polynomial. Now see the next one. Polynomial is given, p of x equal to x square minus 1. In this polynomial, we have to find whether x equal to 1 or x equal to minus 1 are zeros for this polynomial. Put the value of x as 1. In first case, we will get, if we put p of 1 is equal to, here 1 square minus 1, that will be equal to, 1 square is 1 minus 1, we are getting 0. So x equal to 0 is the 0 for this polynomial. And in second case, p of minus 1, we will get here, put value of x as minus 1. So minus 1 square minus 1, that will be equal to, minus 1 square is plus 1. Then this minus 1. 1 minus 1, again we are getting 0. As we are getting the polynomial value of 0, when we put x equal to 1 or even minus 1, so these are the two zeros for this polynomial. So our answer is yes, both are zeros of this polynomial. Now see the fourth sub question for question number 3. P of x is equal to x plus 1 in the first bracket, second bracket x minus 2. So for this polynomial, when if x equal to minus 1 or 2, we have to find whether these are zeros of this polynomial. What is the meaning? Means if we put the value of x as 1 minus 1, we must get the value as 0. Or if we put the value of x as 2, we must get the value of this polynomial as 2. So let's see the first condition. Put x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1. So put minus 1 in place of x. So minus 1 plus 1, second bracket, minus 1 minus 2. If we solve this, we will get here. So solve this, minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. 0 into minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3. But if we multiply any number with 0, we are getting 0. So we are getting the value of 0 of this polynomial if x is equal to minus 1. And in the second case, p of 2, put the value of x as 2, so x plus 1 means 2 plus 1, and in the second bracket here 2 minus 2. Again 2 plus 1 is 3, but 2 minus 2 is 0, so again we are getting the answer 0. So in both cases we are getting the value of polynomial as 0, so these are zeros of this polynomial, so our answer is yes. Now see the fifth sub question. Polynomial is given p of x equal to x square, and we have to find whether x equal to 0 is a 0 for this polynomial. Means put the value of x as 0 in this equation, p of 0, that will be equal to 0 square, and 0 square is nothing but 0. As we are getting the value of polynomial as 0, so this is a 0 for this polynomial, so our answer is yes. Now see the sixth sub question. P of x equal to this polynomial L into x plus m, and we have to find whether x equal to minus m upon L is a 0 for this polynomial. Means if we put the value of x as minus m upon L in this polynomial, and if we get 0, then we can say this value x equal to minus m upon L is 0 of this polynomial. Now just put p of minus m upon L, this equal to L is constant, so L as it is, put the value of x as minus m upon L plus m. Solve this L and this L will get cancelled, as these are in multiplication and division. So this L will get cancelled, this L will get cancelled. We will get here minus m as it is plus m. So minus m plus m, that is 0. So we are getting the value of polynomial as 0 for x equal to minus m upon L. So this is a 0 of this polynomial. So our answer is yes. Now see the next sub question, seventh sub question. P of x equal to 3x square minus 1. This polynomial is given, and we have to find the zeros of polynomial, or we have to verify the 0 of polynomial for x equal to minus 1 upon root 3 and second 2 upon root 3. Just put the value of x in this polynomial. So in first case p of minus 1 upon root 3. Put the value of x as minus 1 upon root 3. 3 into x square. Instead of x we are putting minus 1 upon square root of 3 bracket square, as it is minus 1. Just solve this. We will get here 3 will be as it is into, solve this bracket, minus 1 upon square root of 3. So minus 1 square upon square root of 3 square. It is applicable for numerator and denominator, as it is bracket square. So minus 1 as it is. In the next step, 3 as it is into minus 1 square is plus 1 divided by square root of 3 square, means it will be 3. Then here minus 1 as it is. Just see the mathematical calculations. Just follow the rules of mathematics for multiplication and division. In the next step, 3 and 3 will get cancelled, as 1 is in numerator, 1 is in denominator. So remaining will be 1, and here minus 1. So we are getting value of polynomial is equal to 0 when we put x equal to minus 1 upon root 3. So for this value it is a 0. It is 0 for this polynomial. And put the second value of x. Just verify p of 2 upon root 3. That will be equal to, put the value of x as 2 upon root 3 in this polynomial. So polynomial is 3x square, means 3 into 2 upon root 3 bracket square minus 1. If we solve this, 3 will be as it is. Now as it is bracket square, it is applicable for numerator and denominator. So 2 square upon square root of 3 square, isn't it? Minus 1 as it is. In the next step, 3 will be as it is into 2 square is 4 upon square root of 3 square, means here this will nullify square and this square root 2. So our answer will be 3 minus 1. Now this 3 will get cancelled here. We are getting 4 minus 1. Polynomial value will be plus 3. So for the value of x equal to 2 upon root 3, we are not getting the polynomial value as 0. So this is our answer. It is 0. It is 0 of the polynomial, but this is not a 0 of the polynomial. Now see the last sub question for question number 3. P of x equal to 2x plus 1, this polynomial, and we have to verify if x equal to 1 upon 2 is a 0 of this polynomial. Means put the value of x as 1 upon 2. So put this value of x as 1 upon 2, 2 into 1 upon 2 plus 1. So 2 will get cancelled. This 2 will get cancelled. Here 1 plus 1, that will be equal to 2. As we are not getting the value of polynomial is equal to 0, if we put x equal to 1 upon 2, so x is equal to 1 upon 2 is not a 0 of this polynomial. So our answer is no. See the question number 4 for exercise 2.2. Question is given, find the 0 of polynomial in each of the following cases. First is given p of x equal to x plus 5, this polynomial. Now finding the 0 of polynomial means it is same as solving the equation, isn't it? So solving equation means put p of x equal to 0 and find the value of x. That value of x is the 0 of this polynomial. Means in this case p of x is equal to 0. If we get p of x equal to 0, then we can say value of this x is the 0 of this polynomial. Means x plus 5 is equal to 0. That is, transfer this plus 5 there, we will get here x equal to minus 5. As we are changing the side of this constant from left to right, we must change the sign of this constant. It is here positive, so after changing its side, it will become negative. So x equal to minus 5. So if we put x equal to minus 5 in this polynomial, we will get the value of polynomial as 0. So x equal to minus 5 is the 0 of this polynomial. Similarly, see the second one. Here also p of x is equal to 0 to find the 0 of this polynomial. Means x minus 5 is equal to 0. Transfer this minus 5 on this side, we will get here x equal to plus 5. Isn't it? So x equal to plus 5 is the 0 of this polynomial. See the third one, p of x equal to 2x plus 5. Means p of x must we get 0. Means that is 2x plus 5, that is equal to 0. So solve this, transfer this constant on this right side, we will change its sign. So 2x is equal to minus 5. That will be the first step. In the next step, transfer this coefficient 2 from left to right. When we are transferring the coefficient from left to right, as it is in multiplication, it will be now in division when we change the side. So x is equal to minus 5 upon 2. It is in multiplication on the left side. When we are transferring it on the right side, it must be in division. So x equal to minus 5 upon 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. See the fourth one, p of x equal to 3x minus 2. To find the 0 of this polynomial, we must get p of x is equal to 0. Means 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Solve this equation. 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So transfer this minus 2 on the right side, we will change its sign. So 3x equal to plus 2. And transfer this coefficient on the right side. Now it is in multiplication, will be in division if we change the side. So x equal to 2 upon 3. So 2 upon 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. Now see the next one, p of x equal to 3x. Means p of x must be 0 for the 0 of this polynomial. That is 3 of x is equal to 0. Isn't it? If we solve this 3x equal to 0, then x equal to, transfer this coefficient which is in multiplication, we will get here 0 upon 3. Means x equal to 0. So x equal to 0 is the 0 of this polynomial. What is the meaning of this? Means p of 0 is 0. Now see the next one, p of x equal to ax. Here x is variable, a is constant, and it is not equal to 0. Then we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. 0 of this polynomial means p of x we must get 0. Means this equation ax is equal to 0, isn't it? A is equal to 0. So solve these, transfer this coefficient a on the right side, we will get x equal to 0 upon a, 0 upon a. If we solve this, we will get here 0, means x equal to 0 is the 0 of this polynomial. See condition here, a is not equal to 0, because if we divide any number by 0, we are not getting any answer. That's why this condition is given. But x equal to 0 is the polynomial of this equation. So x equal to 0 is the 0 of this polynomial. Now see the last one, p of x equal to cx plus d, where x is variable, c and d are real numbers, these are constants, and also one thing is given, c is not equal to 0. So to find the 0 of this polynomial, p of x must be 0. That is this equation cx plus d must be 0. So transfer this constant d on the right side, we will get cx equal to minus d. As we are transferring the constant from left to right, we will change its sign. Here it is positive, on changing the side will become negative. Now transfer this coefficient from left to right, as it is in multiplication will be in division in the, if we change the side. So x equal to minus d upon c. As it is in multiplication, we are changing its side, so it will be in division. So x equal to, we are getting the value of x equal to minus d upon c. So this is the 0 of this polynomial. Thus in this way we have seen what is the 0 of polynomial, and with the help of these examples we have understood how to find the 0 of polynomial and how to verify the zeros of polynomial. This is all for this video. Thank you.